Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. If this is your first time here, today I will be reviewing the brand new Pro Filter Powder Foundation by Fenty Beauty. This retails for $36 and comes in 50 different shades. It comes in a really cute compact case that provides a non-cakey blurred finish that does not settle into your fine lines. So if you want to see how this went, you're more than welcome to continue on watching. We're going to go ahead and dive right in.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle-tingling. I'm on it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Snow is falling.
Alright guys, so first and foremost, as usual, I always do my brows off camera. I'm going to go ahead and mist my face with the What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. The primer that I'm using today is going to be the True Matte because I just don't know where my other one is. I know it's here somewhere. Maybe it's packed with old luggage or something, but it's here somewhere. I know I have it. I have both. Alright, so we're all primed and set and ready to go. As you guys saw by the title of the video, which is probably why you're here, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Pro Filter Foundation by Fenty Beauty. This describes itself as being a soft matte foundation. However, me being a long time standing fan of Fenty, the Pro Filter Foundation by Fenty is one of the absolute mattest foundation I have ever experienced. So if it's anything like its sister, it's going to be truly dehydrating and really hold true to that actual matte feel. So I did try this in store. The beauty advisor at Sephora, she was like, oh hi, you know, this really oxidizes, so you're gonna want to go with 370. I'm like, but I'm 385. She's like, well, let's just test it out. And so whatever, you know, I'm not the type of person to just, you know, be arrogant and be like, you know what, I do this, I does this. Like, I know what shade I'm probably going to need. I do know that it oxidizes, but when it oxidizes, that's what shade becomes mine because I've already, anyways. I was like, whatever, let's try the 370. And she's like, oh yeah, that's a little bit too light. I was like, yeah. And then she's like, well, let's like look at 380. Before even reading the description, I was like, that is extremely too cool. She was like, yeah, it describes itself as a cool tone. Well, let's try the 385. I was like, yeah, that looks like it's going to fit. It's a neutral undertone, which is what I go for. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, this probably does look like it'll be your shade. Not to throw shade, but, you know, maybe if, you know, I told her, hey, I've never experienced any type of Fenty foundation, but I told her off the bat, I'm 385. I'm just looking for a 385. But she tried to spin me around and question my knowledge, my beauty knowledge. But anyway, she was just doing her job. It is what it is. I wasn't mad. I was really excited. I love this packaging. I like that it is very compact. I just got a new Gucci mini Dionysus bag, and I feel as if this would be able to fit in it, and a lot of other things can't. And also, you guys know that I don't really switch around my powder foundation. I'm truly married to my Shiseido Synchro Skin foundation, so if I like this one, it may just, you know, have to replace her or be kept in my purse. That's why I like my powder foundations. I like to be kept in my purse so I can have for touch-ups when I'm out with a mask and all that jazz. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. So you guys know usually after I do my primer, I always set my foundation with a translucent powder. However, today we're going to use the powder foundation because I just want to see what the coverage is like. I'm not going to use too much, just really going to dust it over like I do the translucent powder, but I just want to see if it's sheer or if it is full coverage. This describes itself as being medium to full build coverage. So there's this little sponge in there that has the little beveled ends, which is cute. I never ever keep these. I always have my own little face powder, my own little face thing, but you know, I always feel weird. I never want to use these. I just want them to be clean the entire time, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit. So we are going to just take, we're just going to take a very light amount and just set the places where I usually set and see what this coverage is like. This was the right color. I knew I wasn't crazy. It's like perfect. This is a perfect shade. And now it doesn't hide all of my dark spots, but I feel as if like if I were to, you know, put this on like I am, just with some primer and moisturizer, that I could, this could be like a no makeup kind of look. Do you see? It's like covering, but it's not super coverage. If I built it up for 2 coats, I think that it would start to give some more full coverage, but not bad at all. This 385 is a perfect match for the Pro Filter foundation. I have to give Fenty its props because this is looking amazing. With the concealer, I didn't think that the shade match worked, so that's why I want to point that out. Some people will be like, well, yeah, that's why she formulated it. It's supposed to be the same shade as your foundation, but it wasn't like that for the concealer. For the 380 concealer and 385 concealer for Fenty Beauty, that was supposed to complement. It didn't complement. I had to go to 360 to get my desired color. So I just want to make that note that this is actually awesome. And for people with super perfect skin, this is going to be awesome and your best friend as well. It is super mattifying. It's a soft matte, but I can still feel my skin, all the oils being taken away as the powder sets. So, I mean, I like it. There's no smell or anything. There's no shimmer. It's just like a really good powder foundation so far. So, yeah, it doesn't have the velvety, silky, smooth feel of a translucence powder. It is really a powder foundation, which I'm happy that they came out with because this is really pretty. This is for like, this is something that I haven't just worn. When I began makeup, I used to just wear powder foundation. That's all I knew what to do. Just I grabbed some powder foundation and put it in my skin. No moisturizer, no primer, nothing. So this just brings me back to those days. But I'm actually going to do a full face because I want to set it on top of the Pro Filter to see how it performs. I'm going to pump some of my Pro Filter onto this plate and build this up. I'm not going to do a super full coverage. I only have a little bit of foundation on there. And I am using my foundation 110 brush by Fenty Beauty. I do like this foundation brush with this foundation though. It's really pretty. It blends out perfectly. I haven't used this foundation in a long time since it's winter and super matte, baby. It's so full coverage. I forgot how much I love this foundation. I forgot how much I love this foundation, you guys. It's so pretty. So the foundation is all the way on there. Pores are hidden. Let's make that a big note. I'm a walking filter. I forgot how much I absolutely love this foundation. And with the combo, you know, setting the powder down first, it's just like a double. Using the powder foundation first and then putting the Pro Filter on top of it, I'm at a very full coverage. You cannot see anything shining through and I love it. That's what I like. That's where I want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup up until the time I need to apply the powder foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am going to film an Insta tutorial with this and it's going to be the full face and everything that I use. So if you haven't already, feel free to please follow me on Instagram. There will be a full tutorial on how I got the end result face. So yeah, and I'm always on there. If you guys haven't already, please follow me there. Alright, so I'm all done with that part of my makeup. I'm now going to set the rest of my face as I usually do with a powder foundation. So I'm still going to use the Given brush, said brush, whatever, and just set the rest of my face with this. Very soft and silky, and again, perfect shade, perfect match. The perfect match, and it like cuts my contour like I like without it looking too dramatic. And I just put that in. Put that a little bit over the contour, as I usually do. There we go. Very silky foundation. That's why I would say it would say the soft matte, but when you apply it to your face, it's not going to be like silky anymore. It's just a matte foundation, and it is medium full. It's not super full coverage, so you can build this up 2 layers and then it would be full, but with one swipe or application it's not full coverage, but it does what it needs to do. We're gonna go ahead and test this out. I have to film another video and I'm going to be like switching out outfits. It's a try-on haul, so we're gonna see how, you know, we'll see if it separates or anything weird like that. I don't know if I might, and then after I'm filming that video I'm gonna be going to Target to pick up a few things, so I have to put a mask on. So we are going to test it throughout the day. Right now it is late afternoon. It's about 3 o'clock, so I'm going to come here probably like at 10 when I'm about to take my makeup off and just let you guys know how everything played out. Alright guys, so it's about 9:30 p.m. I wore my mask. I went to the grocery store, literally just to get some snacks because today is like my last day of eating like crap, but we're not going to get into that. Alright, I will just let you know that I went and I put a mask on, and I had to touch up this area with just, like, I just took this and went like that. I didn't add anything else, just to absorb a little bit of the powder. But for my face, I didn't reapply anything else. And it is a truly a mattifying powder. I did see a little bit right here. It's separated a little bit. But you know, that could be in with the mask or anything. But like this, it doesn't get cakey. You know how like sometimes you put too much powder on and it'll be like cakey. A cakey mess. It was none of that going on. It was just a very smooth oxidized powder finish, and it was very matte, not oily, and didn't separate. So I mean, what can I say? She held up underneath the mask. That it wasn't transfer proof or anything, but it definitely held up and did its part with setting the foundation. I can't really say too much bad about it at all. It did what it said it was going to do. Very cute packaging, very good color match, an awesome color match that didn't oxidize to be darker than what said Sephora person said it would. So I would just say whatever color your Pro Filt'R foundation is, I think that's going to work for you, because we went through this whole big spiel just for $3.85 to be my shade. So I don't know, that's my personal experience. But yeah guys, I like it. I give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, I give it a 5 out of 5. I do think it's a little bit pricey. I just think it's a little pricey. It's the same price as the liquid foundation. I think that this should honestly be like $25. I think it should be $10 cheaper. I don't think that the pricing was accurate. That's just my personal opinion with dealing with powder foundations. I just felt like this could have been a little bit cheaper. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only critique I could give. I do think that this could have been a little bit cheaper. So moving forward, this is my first impressions and wear test moving forward, you guys. I will be using this like every day to set my foundation, whatever foundation that I am using, just to come back and really let y'all know how she performs with other types of foundations, BB creams, and hydrating tinted foundations. If you guys enjoyed these foundation reviews, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps me more than you know. And it also lets me know that you guys, this is something that you guys want me to continue to bring onto my channel. You feel me? So don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let's get the conversation started. Did you grab the new powder foundation? How do you like it? Do you think that it's a little bit too pricey, or do you think it's priced appropriately? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys here very soon in my next video. Bye!